That's right.
That should look good. Oh, it's gonna fall. Oh, no. Okay, perfect. Alright. Today, we are going to be talking about one of my most personally anticipated albums in a while. And that is Blue Chip 7000 by Action Bronson. Action Bronson is one of my favorite entertainers, not just rappers, my favorite entertainers in the whole world. I love what he does with Vice. I love what he did with Ancient Aliens. I personally am big into like cooking and stuff, so I'm big into like the Fuck That's Delicious. It's all just like, I dig it all. So that being said, obviously I enjoy his music. Like it's just like the punchlines in it, like there's so many sports references, like fire. Okay, so what do I think of this album? Bottom line, it's a good album. Like the bars are ridiculous. Like, so for this album, we'll talk about that later, but what I thought of this album was fire. Like the bars were what we've heard in like Blue Chips and Blue Chips 2, like the catchy punchlines, the old like jazzy kind of samples in his beats. Like none of that is missing in this album. There's something about it, like I'm just like, over time I've become a bigger fan personally of Action Bronson. Like I've, not just through music, through like everything, so like I'm pretty biased, but some killer songs on it. Let's just go through the list. I really like Tank, Let Me Breathe. I didn't listen to the one with Rick Ross actually yet. I should probably do that. But anyway, like the first like 5 or 6, like they're just so ridiculous. Like some of the lines. So all in all, I'm just gonna make it short and sweet because that's basically what this album is. If you're an Action Bronson fan, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. So if you listen to Action Bronson and you know what you're gonna get, you're gonna really enjoy this album. Like the punchlines and the sports references and the food references and these pop culture with the jazzy beats and these crazy samples, like it's just ridiculous.
And when I play the guitar, I'm always on acid.
This segment, I'm gonna do something different. I usually do my favorite songs on the album, and I do about 2 or 3, and I talk about why I like them. But for this album, specifically, I'm going to do my 3 favorite lines on the entire album. So, I'm just going to go through with the help of Genius on my iPhone and find my top 3. So, one of my favorite bars has to be in the top 3 on my favorite album. It's actually in the song The Chairman's Intent. And he says, 2 pumps from the inhaler got me feeling like Lawrence Taylor. 2 kisses on the cheek from my tailor. Like, ugh, it's wild to me what this man can do. He puts words together like, I can't even explain. Alright, so let me just put it this way. I don't promote drug use of any sort on my channel or in doing anything illegal or underage or anything like that. But let's just say, if you've been on that level, I can promise you, let me just say this, if you've been on that level while watching like Fuck That's Delicious or Ancient Aliens or just listening to Action Bronson, you know what I'm talking about. Like these lines, these bars, it's just like, it all comes together into one. And it just makes it that much more of a masterpiece. Alright, enough babbling. 2 pumps from the inhaler got me feeling like Lawrence Taylor. 2 kisses on the cheek from my tailor. One thing I didn't get enough of on this album were professional wrestling references. I'll say that much. That's all I'm going to say. Second favorite line on Hot Pepper, which is I think the 4th song. He's talking about no doors on my Jeep. That's the case. I had to jump out. Stacy Dash on police. I should have tried out for the Chiefs. A Hall of Famer rap the least. That's crazy. Like he said, I'm a Stacy Dash on the police. I should have tried out for the Chiefs. A Hall of Famer at least. I'm trying to tell y'all, Action Bronson is so fire. There's some good ones on this song, Bonsai. Like, oh man. He said, "Daddy back with this long white Cadillac. Now it's time to take a nappy nap. Now I'm laying in the bed naked. My chick said I look like Kevin Bacon." Whew. Alright, so those two probably tie for me for the third. So I'm just going to make that my 1, 2, and 3. Like, it's just bars like that just get me going. And, like, the beats and the jazziness and the 80s, 70s, like, it's fire. So yeah, 8 out of 10, or what did I say, 8.5? If I didn't say 8.5, 8.5 out of 10. This album is not disappointing at all for me as an Action Bronson fan. It's everything I expected. I'm definitely happy with what we got. Yeah, Blue Chip 7000, 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. As always, like if you enjoyed this video, comment what you think I can do differently, or what you think of the album, and subscribe for more content coming soon. Thanks for watching.